People don't understand
Stacking in my bag. Yeah, stacking in my bag. I like crypto grind. Currency's flowing, every coins in my mind. My Coinbase the upper, watch your numbers climb. In this damn fine, feeling so prime. Hustling these protocols, phones in the van. Emptying out my radar, I can't understand. Jumping on the wave, watch me move the plan. Holding diamond hands. Got my eyes on the prize, making moves like a king. Every transaction here, cash registers ring. Ride a blockchain, we won't never be slow. In the world of finance, that's the profit.
if you're holding real world assets, utility assets, you are a bank.
Yeah, of course, we go over the news and stuff, but we just do what feels natural when we be doing our thing.
I gotta get this money on. Appreciate you, Kima. I'm glad that's more convenient for you, for sure.
What's good? What's good?
Kima been around for a minute.
For sure. We in the mix.
100%. What's good, everybody? What's good?
What up?
We back with some updates. So the market dipped crazy this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know people woke up like, what the hell is going on?
I was like, damn, Bitcoin went to 120. When I was looking at the charts earlier, I said, damn, it shit went to like 118.
118, yeah. So the PPI report came out. So we're going to talk about how crypto prices quickly slid after troubling U.S. PPI report. Shout out to Cypress. He did a great breakdown on X. So I'm actually going to read his post to also break down the PPI report in English so that y'all understand it. Because I hate all that techie financial talk. Just to tell me straight up what the hell going on. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna also talk about let me see. We had another article. Where did it go?
The stable coins?
Yeah, the stablecoin article. Why is it not on my thing no more? Anyway, okay, I have to pull it back up. But yeah, we're gonna talk about some stablecoins today. We're gonna talk about I got a clip with Eric Trump talking about just the banks and his experience, and talking about World Liberty Financial and their success with their stablecoin and how that's been a huge success thus far. We got to talk about Ripple CTO and him back in the XRPL infrastructure. We got an article on that as well. So yeah, y'all in for a treat today.
Oh yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to SCM. I swear I'll be waiting on y'all live every day. One of the best lives to watch. Appreciate y'all.
For sure. Appreciate you, man. Make sure you share the live out for us too, bro. Appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do have a goal to get to 10,000 subscribers before Thanksgiving. So please help us get there, or at least by the end of the year. I'm saying Thanksgiving because I want us to get there a little faster. But yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all share the lives out. Make sure y'all like the lives, all that good stuff. Appreciate you, Daniel. Was good. More time to buy. We still up 400% on the year. 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely not tripping. Forever in Profit t-shirts are coming. We should have had a drop. Hopefully we'll get them out sometime this weekend or next week. But yes, Forever in Profit t-shirts are coming, because these dips, they don't even faze me.
Nope.
These dips do not faze me, gang. I'd be good. So yeah, we'll get started. I'm gonna share my screen here. We'll start off about the let's actually just go ahead and get this XRPL conversation out of the way with David Schwarz. Yes, Ripple CTO backs XRPL infrastructure. This is there's been a lot of conversation going on. I'll say this amongst in the influencer world. So him back in the XRPL infrastructure, when D brought this up, I was interested to see, because I didn't peep this article this morning, so I'm interested to see what he has to say, because there's been a lot of controversy in the space, or a lot of conversation in the space regarding this topic. So
so Ripple CTO, let's see what David Schwarz is talking about. So David Schwarz, you already know he's the CTO. Schwarz describes the XRPL as a proven foundation for payments and tokenized assets, noting its 13-year history of development, adoption, and institutional use. He said that while many new players in payments and stablecoins are creating their own blockchains, building a lasting ecosystem with developer engagement, massive liquidity, and trust is a huge challenge. This simply just launching a network. So what he said on X is, hold on, let me see the full tweet. Hopefully it ain't too long. Oh, damn, this shit is long as hell. All right. we basically, no, I ain't gonna read the tweet. We'll put it in the Telegram. But basically, what he was saying, the XRPL's public and permissionless design allows broad participation, offering optimal features for regulated governments, and with low predictable transaction fees and an ability to pay directly in XRP without relying on separate gas tokens. Schwarz believes that the XRPL is a contender in leading blockchain-based payment sector. The Ripple executive also confirmed plans to run a high-performance XRPL server to support validator operations. He clarified that this would be its own initiative rather than just an official Ripple project. So him like I feel like him like what's the other guy's name? Brad. They're both like the spokespersons, right? He's the CTO, even though he's like quirky, weird, or whatever, he's still like a spokesperson. So whenever somebody has any doubts or anything, I noticed that he brings these tweets out.
Who, David?
David Schwarz.
Yeah, because he's been seeing the debates between the XRP community and Chainlink, and then he see people switching from XRP to XPR, converting. So that he see all of that going on. He see the conversations. Like a lot of times, like these people are rich or wealthy and they have busy jobs. They look at they be on Twitter scrolling. They may not respond to people, but they be reading y'all tweets. Like the crypto space is mad small, so not shocked at all that they be reading tweets. So he see what's going on. He see people. That's been a conversation about XRP because okay, XRP comes up, and when it comes to DeFi, it's crickets. So people want to stake. People are learning about staking. More influencers, and I'm saying when I say more influencers, I would say the influencers with the bigger platforms are finally starting to bring DeFi up in their content. So I was watching JV this morning. I used to watch him way more when I first got into crypto, but I kind of, since I do my own thing, I don't really have time. But I watched him today, and he brought up DeFi because he was talking about World Liberty Financial, and he was talking about DeFi and staking, and so the conversation is coming up now. When it comes to XRP, it's crickets over there, and I'm still holding, but it is crickets over there when it comes to the infrastructure with DeFi because there's not too much going on. So what, as far as the infrastructure, like what's going on with that? And that's a real conversation. And it's like y'all had 4.5, 5 years now. Not saying that they don't have it done, because these people will have whole technologies squared away 100% efficient and just ain't told the world yet. So maybe they do have it and they just haven't put it out there because they know how massive that would be, because so many people hold XRP. When I say so many people, it's a lot to them. It's too many people holding it. And if people can stake it and then they start bragging about staking their XRP on top of what XRP already is, it may be too much for the world right now. So maybe they have it done. But as of right now, publicly, we don't see shit. So it's a bad look.
Yeah. And then allegations of price manipulation surface. So the XRPL is a strong ecosystem, but a validator operator called Grape reported unusual transactions that might be affecting XRP's market value. And he actually posted a video. There's a video that I don't know if you want to show the video. He said on Twitter that price manipulation in plain sight, ? If anybody has been following me, you probably know that I started running XRPL validators since July 12th, 2025. And what I'm seeing is shocking. And then he got a video.
I could play the video.
Yeah.
Let's see if it come up.
Oh, I guess it's gone.
Okay, so maybe there's no talking. So maybe you just gotta see.
It's some matrix. It's some matrix
shit. There's some coding. There's some coding techie. This the shit I be talking about. You know, this is where you would need T or Kurt to explain what the fuck. So I see something about escrow payments. I see XRP. This is not my field. This is not my line of work.
So basically, it's a long thread. It's a long thread on Twitter. So basically, he's saying how this isn't conspiracy talk. I have a live transaction data that might prove how the XRP price is being manipulated. Interested? Let me show you. And then he just brings up all of this code and shit. And he said only 1,000 XRP nodes running in the world, but only 150 to 170 active validators are on the mainnet. Mine is one of the validators. And you can see here, and he shows all these different logs and everything like that. Very technical, but basically what he's saying is monitoring transfers above 10,000 XRP. He reported that frequent movements of more than 140,000 XRP between major exchanges such as BitGet and Binance. These transactions occurring within minutes of each other were interrupted as possible, interpreted as possible wash trading, a tactic that can inflate perceived demand and distort prices. Damn. Joker's got some explaining to do.
Yeah. He been logging this shit.
Right.
So he
Right.
goes and shows examples.
Right.
Yeah, this is this need to be what is going on with this? So it says why this matters, price is set by trades, but reported market data often uses volume weighted pricing. If the same party moves large volumes between exchanges, it can inflate volume metrics, nudge price indexes, distort market cap, price and supply. Wow.
So, somebody said over the counter purchases, manipulation at its best.
At its best, yes.
Yep. Yep.
So basically he's showing you, I guess, on the coding or technical side of it, he's showing you the manipulation. Is that basically what he showed everybody here?
Yeah.
It's not shocking to see, but it's good to see it. So it's no longer just people. It's not a theory.
Right.
More so,
right.
you're actually seeing.
Right.
So yeah, shout out to who X account is this? Shout out to Grape.
Yeah.
For exposing this. So thanks for proving the manipulation on the XRP side. So for the XRP haters, because they're still out there, it's in plain sight that XRP is manipulated as fuck, and the price should be way higher than what it is. So y'all can see it in real time. So I would get off that hater train because it's gonna be a bad look in the coming months. It's gonna be a bad look for you. It's not good for the brand, gangy. Not good for the brand.
I mean, Jokers is still up 400, 500%. You know what I'm saying?
Forever in profit. Like I told y'all, forever in profit t-shirts coming soon.
So I ain't even tripping, man. I ain't even tripping.
Yeah, proof over speculation for sure. Who just said that? Peachy King, yeah. Proof over speculation. There we go. So yeah. So shout out to David for speaking up on that. That's how you know they may have something up their sleeve. And this was I was, trying to explain to some people that we may not see it, but when it comes to XRP, you just never fucking know.
Nope.
It was held back for 4.5 years in that lawsuit. So I'm sure in that 4.5 years they was building something, you know what I'm saying, to keep, as far as infrastructure goes, to keep XRP relevant, and they know what's coming in the financial system. So yeah, we're good. We're good. We're never worried. Yeah.
Manipulation. Yeah, I ain't never worried because you should be, diversified anyway, right? Shout out to everybody that got in the stronghold early as fuck under a penny. Because
definitely.
Where's it sitting at? I know it went under 3 cents, right?
Yeah, it's still at 2. We good.
Still at 2. Yeah.
You forever proud. If you got in stronghold when we started talking about it on our platform, you're good.
It's at 2.9.
Yeah, these dips are no longer your equal because you're already in profit. So you're already in the free money like territory. Stronghold is never going to go back to 4 zeros in front of it. You know what I'm saying? Not anytime soon, at least. Like, you're good. You know what I'm saying? Especially,
it was low for so long. It was low for so long. Like if you go to CoinMarketCap and look at the chart of Stronghold, it was low for so long, fam. It was in that red area for so long. If you go to the all-time chart, crazy. So shout out to y'all.
100%. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get to this U.S. banks article. So U.S. banks warn of $6.6 trillion shift to stable coins, and this is regarding the Genius Act debate. So Coinbase and crypto stakeholders reject U.S. banks' alarms over stable coins, citing competitive motivations. So this should be an interesting article. So it says a coalition of U.S. banking groups led by the Bank Policy Institute has urged lawmakers to address a major oversight in the recently passed Genius Act stablecoin bill. In an August 12th statement, the BPI conceded that the bill blocks stablecoin issuers from offering direct yields or interest to holders. So here you go. Here it comes, y'all. This is here it comes. This is what's going to separate exchanges from the bank. So what y'all going to do? So it says, however, they pointed out that the language in the stablecoin bill leaves a critical gap that does not cover crypto exchanges or affiliated firms, which could partner with issuers to deliver indirect yields. According to the banks, this could trigger a massive shift of deposits from banking sector to digital assets. Well, duh. It says the group estimates potential outflows of up to $6.6 trillion. Why on earth would I have my paycheck if I'm working a job, and why would I have my direct deposit going to a bank that's not giving me any type of yield when I could just send it to Coinbase and earn yield with USDC, even if it's 4, 5, and 6%?
That's
I'm
still
earning
way
more.
better than
It
the bank.
makes more sense, right? And it, even as far as my savings account, it doesn't even have to be my paycheck. My savings account, it makes more sense for my savings to actually be sitting in USDC right now than sitting in a bank. That's where we at right now. So that's why we know the banks have to make a move. This is why JP Morgan Chase linked up with Coinbase, because they want y'all to just be able to directly buy your crypto straight from your bank account, so you don't even have to go worry about downloading the app. This is what we were talking about last night.
Yeah.
But I'll keep going. It says, according to the banks, this could trigger a massive shift of deposits from the banking sector to digital assets. The group estimates potential outflows of up to $6.6 trillion. So such a move, they say, could shrink lending capacity, push interest rates higher, and increase borrowing costs for U.S. businesses and households. Now, this is not going to happen. Let me tell you why everybody's not going to shift and start using exchanges. Number one, people don't like change. That's number one. Number two is, let's just say, I'm just going to just say 5%. It's only 5% of us in crypto. 95% of everybody else is in the bank. So what is going to be easier for this transition? For me to what? Put crypto with the banks. Because people
Yep.
are not going to move over here. Even though it makes more sense financially, people don't like moving money because you risk losing it. It's just risk. You put the wrong wallet address in, your money's gone. So it's not gonna happen. So what's gonna happen is that's why they're linking with Coinbase, and that's why they're linking with the exchanges, because you're just gonna be able to buy crypto straight from your bank account. You're gonna, like we told you last night, you're gonna open up your bank account one day, you're gonna open up your banking app, and it's gonna have a crypto option on there. And that's just gonna be what it is. And the banks just have to be able to compete to make sure that they give us the yield and the DeFi. This is the only way that this deal gonna go through. I need to be earning yield.
Right.
So, and these exchanges, it's only going to be a couple of winners. All these exchanges and shit is not going to be around. They do not need all these. The exchanges are cooked, which is why we've been telling y'all to make sure you have a cold wallet. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get your tokens off the exchanges, because most of these exchanges are cooked. Coinbase is going to be safe because they fucking with BlackRock. Crypto.com will probably be safe because they fucking with Trump. Uphold might be all right because so many people use it. But majority of these exchanges are cooked. Okay, they're cooked. And I just named a few. But it says they added, Congress must protect the flow of credit to American businesses and families and the stability of the most important financial market by closing the stablecoin payment of interest loophole. So crypto stakeholders react. So industry figures quickly push back against the bank's warning, calling it an attempt to stifle competition. So truthfully, there is no competition because Coinbase can't compete with a bank.
No.
They can't compete with the bank. So crypto, let me listen, crypto, y'all, we've already lost this battle. It's not a battle we're gonna win. Okay, it's not a battle we're gonna win. But this is theatrics, so everybody gotta have something to talk about.
Of course.
Yeah. So they said this was a no loophole. This was no loophole, and you know it. 376 Democrats and Republicans in the House and Senate rejected your unrestrained effort to avoid competition. So did one president. So Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong echoed similar views while suggesting that the banks are motivated more by profit protection than systemic risk. Similarly, Jake, who's the CLO of Variant Fund, pointed out that the bank's regulatory influence fell short, and the resulting concern is largely self-serving. Meanwhile, you got Miko, who's the co-founder of Trading Protocol, noted that the banks are resisting stablecoins because they threaten the traditional deposit models.
Oh, we know how much money they get off of them deposits.
Woo.
How much money they get off of deposits, Queen?
Boy.
What they doing with your deposit? Whether
Right.
it's $5 or $5 million.
Because now it's instant. So now they don't have Monday through Wednesday, because some of y'all get paid on Thursday, or Monday through Thursday to lend your money out 300 times. This what they be doing before you get paid. Y'all waiting on your paycheck. You sitting here eating bread and honey, and they over here with your check like this. dishing it out. You over here struggling. So now
Oh
stablecoin
my God.
fucking with that because now, boom, bing, you're paid. Ain't no more all that. So yeah. But it says the banks need to give more competitive offers. Here it is, y'all. Here it is. Damn. Y'all, like it's almost like me and D the Oracle out this bitch.
Chain link, baby.
Right. The banks need to give more. Listen to this, y'all. The banks need to give more competitive offers for savings accounts and such. This kind of competition would be better for the customers of the banks. It's a simple process. People won't move money out of banks if the banks give them a good deal. And that's a fact. That's a fact.
Snap. Oh, snap. Bread and honey, I felt that. That shit dry.
You know how I get tight closer to payday? You be like, God damn, 2-3 more days. Yeah. I can make this stretch for 3 more days. That shit's a terrible. Whole time the bank got your check. They just
should be dry. Should be Popeye's biscuit dry. Shit.
I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you, they got your motherfucking check. You over here like, damn.
You over like, damn.
All right, I'm gonna take my lunch today. Then tomorrow I could just get a snack wrap from McDonald's since they brought the snack wrap.
Crazy.
That's gonna cost me about $4. Then I can, and then Thursday I probably can finesse a meal. I'll go to this cookout, so I just bring a plate. Like you sitting over here trying to figure out how you gonna eat the whole time. The bank over here like this.
That's why it take 2 weeks to get paid, a week to get paid, and all this shit.
Yeah,
they fumbling your bread around.
Yes,
they fumbling your labor around, fam. Fumbling that shit. Like, okay, my man over here gonna give me 25%, and then this bank over here said they're gonna give me about another 30%. Crazy. Yeah. Why you getting 0.000000 whatever?
Exactly. So speaking of that, while we're talking about stablecoins, I'll just go right into this Eric Trump clip that I have. Let me make sure y'all can see my Twitter page. Shout out to Daniel for the super chat. Stablecoins threaten fractional reserve banking. Good, they are thieves. Appreciate that, Daniel. 100% agree with you on that one, gang. They are definitely some thieves. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get to this clip so we can talk about Trump real quick. What you say, D?
No, I'll say he also said you are your own bank. Act accordingly.
Oh, absolutely. So here we are. This is a clip with Eric Trump. As you can see, he reposted it. This was on Fox News. So we're gonna play this real quick.
This for 20-something years. All your bank accounts for golf courses and condominium buildings.
Hold on, I'm trying to start it over.
Bank accounts for me. 300.
Here we go.
Brian, it's infuriating. We had nowhere to go. Capital One stripped 300 bank accounts from me. 300 in the middle of the night. They sent us a letter after doing business for 20-something years. All your bank accounts for golf courses and condominium buildings and hotels, they're all gone in the middle of the night. I mean, how do you pay your taxes? How do you pay your employees? This happened across the board. It happened with JP Morgan Chase. It happened with Bank of America. It happened with First Republic. And this wasn't just happening to the Trumps, people with a lot of zeros on the end. This was happening to conservatives all over the country. We didn't have a damn choice. So before my father,
So this is what rich and wealthy people, and you can feel however you want to feel about rich and wealthy people. You can feel however you want to about Trump. That's fucked up. Because you're going to be, this is the thing. You got to have empathy about this situation because you're on the clock to be just as wealthy as these people are right now. So imagine you come into your wealth and y'all don't sit here and play with numbers. I know some of y'all done put in XRP go to $100,000 and you got 20,000 tokens. You see how much money you're going to have. A lot of y'all have done that. So imagine you have that type of wealth and you got all these bank accounts on all these businesses. And then in the middle of the night, they just wipe all your bank accounts out and send you a letter about it.
Mm-hmm.
That like, you're going to be over here, bro. Y'all would be shitting bricks. Real talk. So this is like, I'm glad this is a issue that they tackling, and I'm glad they so aggressive about it, and that they making sure that this doesn't happen, because that shit is crazy. And we talking about it didn't even just affect the rich people. Like he said, how do I pay my employees? How do I pay my taxes? That just was a whole fucked up situation, gang. That's crazy. It was crazy that the banks was even legally able to do that. Like
that's what they do.
Yeah,
they'll wait till your last $5. Overcharge you for overdraft and charge you another $40 on top of the overdraft fee. This is what they do, fam.
What they do.
Before my father was in office, we started getting into cryptocurrency. The people in cryptocurrency were being debanked just like Trump was being debanked. Right. And you know what? It's become the fastest growing industry anywhere in the world. It's actually removed a lot of the power from the big banks who have weaponized their platforms against the American people. And I could not be more proud to be here. I don't know.
Did you know that men are going to arrive in heaven 30?
All right.
Everybody got an opinion, man. Everybody got an opinion.
But yeah, so yeah, he brought up a valid point. So this is really how the Trumps really got deeper into crypto and started taking it way more serious on that side of it. So yeah, I thought that was crazy when he actually broke it down like that. That's why he be so passionate about this topic.
I mean, shit, man. I mean, they employ a lot of people, fam. So if you can't pay your employees, it's like that's your business.
Yeah. So yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. So yeah, that was pretty much. Oh, and then I had another clip. While we're going over that, we're gonna talk about this PPI report. Actually, yeah, we're just gonna move on to the PPI report because I only got about 10 minutes left. Let me get the PPI report article. Here we are. Hold on, y'all. What did the PPI report? Oh, here it is. Okay, so crypto prices quickly slide after troubling U.S. PPI report. Inflation at wholesale level in the U.S. in July sped up far beyond economists' forecasts, calling into question expectations for lower interest rates. So I'm gonna read Cypress' tweet before we even get into the article because we may not even really need to get into it. Cypress did a great breakdown of this. I don't know why I stopped sharing my thing. All right. Right here. So shout out to Cypress. A lot of y'all know we with the Wealth 28 Club. So
yeah, shout out to Cypress. Shout out to cats over there.
Aquaman over there. So shout out to Cypress for this breakdown because 15 minutes before this the PPI report came out, he had put out a post saying wouldn't be surprised if data came out pushing back on rate cut optimism, sticky inflation, and firm unemployment figures. So when it came out, this was his follow-up. I won't read this whole entire thing. Let me make this bigger. But it says that the 2025 US PPI report came in much hotter than expected, with broad-based gains in producer prices, signaling sticky and reaccelerating inflation pressures. At the same time, jobless claims data show improvement, pointing to a still firm labor market. This will likely sort to push back on the odds of aggressive Fed rate cuts in the near term and leans toward a higher for longer rates narrative. Like Fed Bostic yesterday mentioned. Inflation details. Yeah, that's just some technical stuff. So the interpretation of this, because I'm not finna read all that. It says this is a broad upside surprise across headline, core, and trend PPI measures. So it says it's not just volatile components. Underlying producer price pressures are accelerating. This suggests inflation could filter through to consumer prices in coming months, making it harder for the Fed to justify cutting rates soon. And then he talks about labor market details. So to interpret that, see, I'm so glad he does the techie stuff and then interprets it for you because I don't know what the fuck. So it's the labor market remains resilient. No sign of the kind of weakness the Fed would want to see before easing policy. Lower claims mean fewer layoffs and sustained hiring demand. Then it talks about Fed policy implications. It says this data shows inflation is sticky and even reaccelerating. Unemployment remains low and growth pressures are intact. The exact opposite of the lower inflation plus weaker jobs mix that would justify an immediate cut. And then he goes into the market narrative shift. And it basically, he said, bottom line, this was a hawkish surprise in inflation, hotter inflation, healthier jobs data. It goes against what the market was hoping for, cooler prices plus softer labor, and will likely push back the timing and probability of rate cuts. The data says inflation remains sticky and elevated, and unemployment is still very firm. So then he talks about how he's just going to be taking advantage of the discounts. He believes a correction is long overdue, but the underlying bullish narrative remains intact. After the market finds a floor, the uptrend will continue. If this type of data persists and we continue to see hawkish comments from the Fed, pushing back on rate cuts, this could lead to an extended pullback period. Either way, the underlying long-term narrative in crypto hasn't changed. This just changed the intraday environment, which is the short term. So I will be loading up on blue chip assets at discounted deltas as opportunities intraday become available. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting out of just short term. We may see a pullback. We may not get rate cuts. We have to see. It's still kind of too early to tell right now, but according to this PPI report, it could mean we may not get rate cuts in September.
Surprise, surprise. We may not get what we want.
We'll see. We'll see. It's a lot to put into perspective. Because what I mean, the Clarity Act is coming. The Ripple case is over.
Yeah.
Be 50-50 right now. You know what I'm saying? Tomato. The fuck?
The sky is blue, my nigga. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So like, just look at the upside of everything. The upside of everything is you could still get in on these projects, and you could still be earning yield on these projects at the same time.
Yes, especially if you are forever in profit. Especially if you're forever in profit. We're not worried. You know what I'm saying? These dips is like, okay, cool. You can get them at a cheaper price than what you're currently getting them at. Take advantage of that opportunity. But at the same time, you in profit.
Yeah.
I ain't saying stop buying, but you're in profit. So don't panic. You know what I'm saying? This is a short term. It'll be a short term pullback. This could be one of the last bottoms we have, just because we know what we up against. In the near future, this could be one of the last bottoms pullbacks that we have.
And
price discovery.
And Kween, you got to realize this: who we up against? We up against hedge funds, institutions. These guys are like, we're smarter than y'all. Y'all don't know anything. Y'all just got here. We've been here for decades. Let me show you a trick. Hold my beer. That's what these institutions and these hedge funds are saying. Hold my beer. Let's see if you mentally prepared for whatever. So it is what it is.
Yep. So that's just where we at with it, y'all. So I'm still bullish. I'm taking advantage. Like I said, the DeFi side of this is the most rewarding part. Like I said, even if you're just educating yourself and you're just playing around with a few dollars, educate yourself on DeFi. That's exactly where everything is going. Everything is going in that direction. For sure. We have a class coming up too. I wanted to bring that up.
Oh yeah, shout out to everybody that got that shit too.
Oh yeah, shout out. Man, I didn't realize how many of y'all was gonna buy that class yesterday. It was the first day we just put it out. The class is on September 7th. It's on September 7th. Trying to pull it up. It's mad annoying. Okay, anyway, here it is. Yes, so we are doing a class on September 7th. It's called the Stellar Ecosystem Yield Farming Edition. So Cecil, the same person who taught y'all the digital banking class, we're going to go over. So I asked Cecil, because one of the main concerns I had was a couple of questions that a lot of people had once the class was over, and that was about balancing and rebalancing, how to harvest and all that good stuff. I think a lot of people needed a clear breakdown of that. So we're going to make sure we emphasize how to rebalance and balance and all that good stuff. As well, go over just some different strategies so that y'all, can be successful in DeFi. I still recommend getting in the Wealth 28 Club. Make sure you join that. That way you can really thoroughly educate yourself on DeFi. We just wanted to just show some different ecosystems and some different yield farming opportunities that you had. So that's pretty much what we're showing you in this class. Just some different opportunities that you have over there on the Lobster Wallet with the Stellar ecosystem. The yield you can earn on your stronghold. Stronghold's one of the ones going crazy right now. So that you can create some passive income for yourself. So the turnout yesterday was crazy. I was like, damn, I didn't know a lot of okay. So
it was a demand.
I know it was a demand for the Stellar ecosystem. So y'all heard Stellar and was like, oh, let me hop on that.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure. So we definitely excited for that class. So people can learn just yield farming and all that good stuff on with Stellar and Stronghold. So it's definitely opportunity over there. But other than that, y'all, and the link for that is gonna be in the description. as well. Everything's in the description. The link tree. Once you click the link tree, you'll see the Stellar ecosystem yield farming edition. The nodes, that class we just did on nodes are king. The recording for that is out as well. So the link in there. If you want to get in the Telegram, links for that is in there as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on right now. Yes, the shirts are coming. The shirts is coming. We working on it. Getting done. The Forever in Profit t-shirts is coming. I know some people waiting on it. Hey, appreciate the money gun, Mo. Appreciate you, gangy.
Hey,
appreciate the money gun.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. But yeah, y'all. Yeah, we good. We good. Yep. So yeah, we're gonna run with that. We're gonna roll with that. The t-shirts is coming. Y'all stay tuned for that. Other than that, we'll see y'all when we get some more updates.
Hey, like said, money gun. Appreciate it.
Yeah, make sure y'all keep that tunnel vision, gang. You good? Silence the noise. Y'all see what's going on. That's why we're giving y'all news and updates every day. Don't be out here listening to all these bearish, depressed ass people. Y'all got to remember, it's a lot of people, including influencers, that are depressed because trust me, if you would have talked to me last year around November, December, if you would have told me in August 2025 we wasn't rich yet, I'd have been like, you crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? I thought shit would have been further along by now. But you realize that shit take time. So yeah, just silence the noise, keep the tunnel vision. You forever in profit, especially if you was mad early. So shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to get to 10,000 before November. Please help us get there. Please like the live. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. We try and go live just about every day. So yeah.
Yeah, you gotta stay emotionless. Yep.
Yeah, stay emotionless. All right. Come on now. So stay emotionless. Yeah, y'all. All right, sorry about that. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all.
All right.
Kween and Dean, we're building things in this crypto world. Nothing's as fine.
Get in blockchain now. Stop listening to the media. Stop listening to all the naysayers and all the doubters. Those are the same people that told people that the internet was just a phase. And now look at the world. Can't operate without the internet.
Listen, real quick, don't disrespect yourself and look these up. Right now. You won't regret it. Things are happening. Look these up. Right now.
So clean indeed, dropping crypto gems. It's like they got the vision, seeing future trends. Twirl with the moves before the crowd reacts. First to make connections, no room for the hacks. No speculation, just straight facts in the flow. Navigating this market, watching profits roll. From Bitcoin to altcoins, they know the game. In the world of finance, the change in the frame. Queen's got the insight, D's got the voice. Together they rise, man, and make the right choice. Educating the masses, bring it back to the dark. In this crypto revolution, they igniting the spark. So if you wanna roll, you better tune in tight. Queen and D on the mic, bringing truth to light. In every podcast episode, they set the pace in the hustle at the block to stay right. So free.
Shit going crazy right now. Let me just go ahead and share my screen. So yes, the House passed the Genius Act in a 307-122 vote. Shout out to Congress who was tired of stifling innovation and got this done. So yes, the Genius Act is headed to President Trump's desk, who plans to sign it at the White House ceremony. This shit real deep.
Kween and
This shit real. Oh my god. Oh my god.